to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot at startup funding and investing. Founders who have raised funding should give their investors regular updates. Here's the value of regular updates to the investor. It reminds the investor what you do and what progress you have made. This becomes useful later when the founder goes to raise the next round. It maintains the relationship between the founder and the investor. This becomes useful later when key decisions are made and both sides must come together. It keeps the conversation going so no single meeting becomes a make or break event. This takes the pressure off. It informs the investor of how the founder thinks and works. This helps the investor understand the strengths and weaknesses of the founder. It provides the backstory of how the startup reached its current position. This helps the investor understand what has worked and what has not. Investors should press the founder for updates if they are not receiving it, and founders should find a way to provide regular updates to their investors. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start listening to today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.